Welcome everyone, this is the VG Purist. I'll be coming at you with a special cup, the cross-platform between the PC, the Xbox 360, and the PlayStation players. And I have to say, this is definitely one for the ages. Who is the master race? Thus far, it is the PC crowd drawing that first blood, going 1-0. Bleeding Hippie representing my man, and the PC crowd will hopefully see more wins in the future because they're definitely favored to win, and the pressure is on the PC crew to produce. But next up, JimmyFantastic taking on Blade, Wood Elf team of JimmyFantastic and Dark Elf of Blade. We'll see who is going to get the better of it in just a moment. Let's go ahead and get into that game and get it going. So of course, in the introductory series with Bernie Buffin, we did agree unanimously. Actually, no, we did not agree unanimously. It was me who picked JimmyFantastic, but Bernie Buffin, representing the PlayStation crew, did say that he liked Blade to win this match. So we'll see what we're gonna have here. It's gonna be hell, guys. Devil's Children, coached by Blade2993, the Dark Elf team taking on JimmyFantastic, the Wood Elf team, winning. And I have to say, guys, if you are gonna bring your A game, this is it right there. JimmyFantastic, one of the best tabletop coaches that you'll probably ever see, and it will definitely take a lot to get the big W on this man. But let's go ahead and quite quickly take a look here at today's match. It looks like the Dark Elf team is actually going to opt to kick the ball away to the Wood Elf team. So that's a little bit interesting thing right there, because, well, let's take a look at the skills. A little bit interesting to see that, because Dark Elves are going to start with a assassin with multiple block. Look at that, guys. Assassin, multiple block. And just in case you guys don't know out there, multiple block on an assassin does mean that you will be able to block and stab twice for your assassin, and that is really kind of cool because he is going to be playing against an armor value 7 of the Wood Elves. And I have to say, I'm a little bit surprised that the Dark Elf team opted to kick the ball away, because had he been able to put the assassin in the front line and get 2 stabs off, boom, boom, might have been able to take down 2 line elves straight away. And I have to say, if the Dark Elf team does do that, what a big blow to Jimmy's psyche, right? I mean, but unfortunately, Dark Elf team opting to kick it away is gonna have to tuck the Dark Elf assassin away for the time being, and then be a bit of a liability on defense, because if he ever bases up anyone, well, this is not a multiple blitz, it's a multiple block, and so you have to use it on the block and not on a blitz to actually activate it. So better watch out, guys. This assassin might not do too much on defense, but he still can blitz and he still can stab with normal means. But I mean, why take multiple block then, right? Dark Elves, though, are going to have a pair of Witch Elves. Definitely a staple for the Dark Elf team. No runner or anything like that, but opting to go for the assassin. I guess that's just the sacrifice you're going to have to make here. But we'll have a couple of Witch Elves. This Witch Elf will have the diving tackle, will have that block and the sidestep ability. And then this Witch Elf with the wrestle, sidestep, and the tackle ability for that girl. And of course, somebody's got to do the main ball carrying, so it might as well be this Dark Elf Blitzer with Blodge, with the sure hands, and then Mighty Blow tackle on that Blitzer, and then Blodge guard for this Blitzer there, and more diving tackle and tackle block here for that Blitzer, and then the lineman with the kick ability. Definitely needed for a Dark Elf team if you want to try to get a little fancy with it, especially with blitzes on the pitch. Remember, no stadium inducements are allowed. And it appears that we are going to see how Wood Elf team is going to be shaping up. Going to have Raj for the Line Elf right there, and then more Raj right here on this Line Elf. And then going to have this catcher with the block with that guard skill. And then going to have the thrower with leader. And he will have Blodge for that thrower there. And then the War Dancer. Obviously, you're going to have 2 of them here strip ball for this one with the tackle ability, and this one with the tackle with the mighty blow, and then the tree with no skill, yes, but still another catcher with the block and guard. You definitely want to have at least 2 catchers for your thrower to throw to. And Jimmy's team is looking quite solid and strong, I have to say. Nice thing about playing the Wood Elf team is that you are always in danger of winning your games because they are so potent on offense. And not only that, the ball hawking abilities of these War Dancers, you definitely have to watch out for those guys, because if you just leave just a opening, just a small opening, they will leap in there and they could quite possibly be able to get that ball out if you're not looking too carefully. But it is going to be Devil's Children to kick off. Like I said before, a little bit surprised to see him kick off with that multiple block assassin, but nonetheless, we are what we are because of our choices here today. Heck, maybe it might have been a misclick, I don't know, but it will start with the blitz on the left side with the mighty blow, with the tackle. And tackle not going to be engaging too much today because not too many guys on the Dark Elf side with the dodge ability inherent here. Does have those pair of Witch Elves, so better watch out for that tackle, mighty blow man there on the left side. But so far so good. This blitzer with a tackle with the mighty blow is going to be blitzed down by Jimmy. Definitely going to get some surgical strikes on and trying to take down his hitter. And not going to be able to get anything more. No even armor value break even, but there with more armor value breaks will be the front line. And we'll be able to take down a pair of those Dark Elves. Just stuns in the front line, but we'll take it for the time being. And we'll see how this is going to shape out. No bench for either side. Elves being costly, or actually Elves are so costly that they're not able to get a huge bench or anything like that. But with the starting TV of 1150 and then after that 14 skills can be doled out, he could have actually went for an extra lineman or something like that, but I can't blame the Dark Elves here. Get a pair of Witch Elves and get an Assassin, I guess, and then after that, roll with it. I have to say, with this Dark Elf Assassin, it kind of speaks a lot here that the Dark Elves, the Xbox 360 crew is saying that, look, okay, we know we're the underdogs, we know we don't quite match up as well with the players of the PC world, but I have to say that the Dark Elves with that Assassin is definitely taking a gamble and definitely going to try their best to mix it up and try to make the PC players and even the PS4 players sit outside their comfort zone and kind of worry about the Assassin a little bit. But again, like I said, I mean, why not receive the ball if you're going to get multiple block assassin? That would be absolutely beautiful. You start off with the 2 stabs against armor value 7 line elves, and you're almost home, baby. I mean, just so good. I'm so surprised at that. I'm still a little bit shocked there. Mighty blow with tackle. We'll be able to take down the Witch Elf, but unfortunately, no big injuries. It's going to be causing yet another stun, and the Wood Elves are still going to be advancing the ball. Nice, slow, and steady play. No fireworks as of yet, but the nice thing here with the Wood Elf team is that you can get quite aggressive with the ball and play quite high flying whenever need be, and you mix that in with Jimmy's true solid and strong play, and you have to kind of worry about this because if you're able to play a nice, strong, solid, grinded out game with the Wood Elves and then be able to just change it up and play high flying and aggressive and just move out the way. I have seen the crazy Dark Elf plays, and so you can't count out Jimmy from not only trying to grind it out and playing a nice, strong and solid game, but also can pull out the plays and he can think outside the box, so watch out for that. I mean, just give him a moment and he might actually do it, right? I mean, he's never really out of it, is he? Especially when playing this Wood Elf team. Maybe get a blitz here. We'll be able to get his Witch Elf in. A bit risky to poke that armor value 7 Witch Elf right next to the War Dancer with tackle with a mighty blow. So some positionals here, and I have to say it's tough, but with another guy coming in, but none of them with guard, I have to say The 2-die block, I believe, is still there. Just needs to take away the assist over the top, I think, from this guy there. But 3-die block's gonna trip skulls it, actually. But the loner reroll, boy, Jimmy almost gets a little bit nuffled right there. Gonna have to spend a reroll. But there, he will be able to use the guard catcher. Will be able to get the 2-die block. Again, a bit of a positional mistake there from the Dark Elf coach, but not going to be paying for it in blood. Just going to be a knockdown, and we'll be able to get the Witch Elf back up. Don't forget, she's got jump up abilities, so she can just jump up, get a normal block going, and could be able to strike back against the Wood Elf team. I have to say, whenever I play Dark Elves, and my Dark Elves is the favorite team to play, I have to say that anytime I play against the Wood Elf team, I just feel like, yes, I need to win because I just have to prove that the Dark Elves are just better than the Wood Elf team. But I have to say, though, it's never an easy match, but for sure, it's one that I always look forward to because I just feel like I always need to prove that I can win against those darn Wood Elves with my Dark Elf team. Not all the time it happens, but definitely one in which I feel good about. Another hit here, and the Blitzer will be able to strike back and try to take down that War Dancer, but no dice there. Just going to be a little bit of a push, and so far so good. Wood Elves with the 4 agility as well as his Dark Elves can just hang out for the time being. Again, see, as you can see there, the Assassin is not really doing much, right? I mean, you're playing defense, he's not really doing much. And that's the thing, right? He's got armor value 7, so it's not like you go in and base them up or anything like that and then use your multiple block. And heck, the Wood Elves aren't blind. They see the Assassin with the multiple block, so either he's going to get hit or they're going to try to dodge away, which the Wood Elf team can easily do. There's the jump up. There's the 2-die block. We'll be able to take down that catcher. Armor value 7, but just a hit down, just a knockdown so far, so good. Gonna dodge away the Dark Elf away from that tree. Gonna leave that line. I meant to take the hit, I think, against the tree. Dark Elves has to be thinking, boy, I hope that tree trip skulls it again. Oh man, that was horrible. Dark Elves did get an extra reroll on the kickoff, so he did get the 4 rerolls. And don't forget, guys, these guys are playing 1500 TV. They can have a maximum of 1150 to start off with, and then 14 skills. And with that, is able to get up to 1500 quite easily. Both sides opting to do just that. Get all of those guys, and after that, put the 14 skills on top of them, and then make it to where it's just about even across the board. Wood Elves quite easily is able to just get back. Gonna just feint in the midfield and just hold on to the ball, and again just continue to play some nice Elven ball there. He's not especially playing Elven ball really. He's just caging up, and then after that putting a screen up in the front line, and just waiting for turn 6, turn 7 to actually start moving the ball up, and that's it. Let's see what the Dark Elves opt to do though. Will he play some aggressive defense? Or will he just hang back? There, the Assassin's going to move in there. Stealth is going to move in there. And then after that, just hopefully get the stab off on 1 line off. And then number 2 line off right there. But again, Wood Elves, they're not blind. I mean, they should be able to see this. And then with loads of space right there, should be able to just dodge away. And then after that, be fine. Not like the Assassin has tackle or anything like that to worry about. The Assassin right now is not really doing much. Dark Elves are probably feeling good about this at the moment, but all according to plan for this Wood Elf team. Can do just about anything at this point. Alright, looks like Dark Elves gonna hang back. Just hang back for the time being. Put a little safety out there. A little bit worried that the Wood Elves might fly by, but again, I don't think Jimmy's gonna do that. He's probably, if anything, he's gonna move with the cage and then move either to the left or maybe the right side. Looks like it's gonna be the right side instead. Will be the blitz with the tackle, mighty blow. That's pretty much what Jimmy's plan is right now. Every chance he can get the blitz with the Mighty Blow tackle, he's going to do it. Just going to be pushed right there. And just going to move here to the right side. So that's probably where the ball's going to go as well. Looks like he's going to try to get the 2-die block on the assassin. Yes, definitely needs to stay aware of where that assassin is. And there you go. Pushes the assassin away. Multiple block. Negate it. I mean, just like that. Jimmy, so strong. And so methodical. Sees where your pieces are. Plays to the best of their abilities. I mean, it's just so good. And gonna dodge away there. Keep his line off there and get the assist for that War Dancer for the 2-die block. Sidestep. And he's going to sidestep to the front bit. And will end all aggressions after the tree bashes. But looks like no bash there. But still, this is going to be a push. And tree is still continuing to be unrooted. And is still going to be a bit of a pain for this Dark Elf team. Dark Elf is looking like he's getting enough assists now to take out that tree. Looks like he will. And there we go. And just going to be a push. A little bit surprised that he didn't maybe try to do it with a block or something like that. But it looks like it was just all line elves around him. So no blitzer with that block ability. So that's a little bit too bad. And the tree continues to stay annoyingly in the way. That's the great thing. That's why you always take the tree for the wood elves. I mean, just an imposing piece right there. And it takes so many assists to try to get him down that if you don't get him down, then suddenly a lot of your guys are basing up a tree with 6 strength and Mighty Blow. So that's definitely going to be a thing. And even if he does root right there, then all your guys are touching him. And sure, they're your elves right there, and they're just 2+ dodges. But I mean, otherwise, if you weren't elves, it would be such a danger zone for you right now. There's another 2-die block. Will be a defender down, and keep him right there for the time being. And again, with the elves, both these sides with no bench, I doubt we're gonna see any fouls there on that tree. And oh, there the root is gonna happen and won't get to stand up either. So it's gonna fail both of them, and quite spectacularly as well. So the tree, man, not being able to stand up. Boy, oh boy, that's going to be a little bit too bad. Turn 6 now, and so with that, the Wood Elves are going to have to start moving the ball down the pitch, and he's going to slice his way through, get yet another cage up for the ball carrier to sit in, and he should be able to get at least a couple of guys there. Yes, we'll be able to get a couple of spots, and going to try the handoff to get into a better position because he's not able to get a nice cage here for the ball carrier. Give it to the Ward Dancer. Why not? Slightly better suited to hold the ball for the time being, and not only that, he's still a danger. I mean, you get your guys in front, and it's totally not enough for you. You need to somehow get in the face and force something to happen, and it looks like diving tackle will stop that man from dodging away, but not before the Wood Elves are going to be putting up a nice little screen up against the Dark Elf defense. This might still be okay for the Dark Elves. Should be able to get the blitz in. Should be able to touch up the ball carrier afterwards. And he needs to take on that piece. Yes, he does. So he's able to get down the very vital lineup. Boy, if that would have been anything else, if the defender stumbles or even a both down die, and that would have just ended all things right there. Well, actually, still would have been able to get by if it was a both down die because wrestle, but still. That right there is pretty nice for the kick lineman, able to get the defender down die and get by. And he should be able to touch up that War Dancer. It's going to be without the tackle blitzers and things like this nature. So Pierce is going to continue to stay right there on the right side. And looks like going to get the Witch Elf through. Yes, we'll be able to get the 2+3+ dodge here, and then going to be able to put himself in a good spot there. But the leap will be good for that War Dancer with a 3+3+. And then actually we'll do the 2+ GFI afterwards, I think. Yes, he did actually. Cool. No, actually the GFIs were done by the Witch Elves. And so War Dancer leaps away, able to put himself right there. Going to continue to hold the ball. There you go. There, that's what I'm talking about from JimmyFantastic. You think he's just a strong, solid coach and just plays solid all the time, doesn't really take any risks, but there, he shows he's not afraid of taking some of those 3+ risks and able to get away even. So look at that stuff right there. Able to get the 3+ leap and able to get those dodges and able to move away quite easily. So, oh boy, gonna miss that dodge there, but that's the last dodge of which, and they're not gonna be able to get away. But still, Wood Elves have already put up yet another screen for the Dark Elves to deal with. And at this point here, with the turn 8 coming up, we will score in the next bit if the Dark Elf team doesn't try something here. And does have a lineman right there. And so we might see a blitz here done right there. And heck, maybe even done by the assassin. And try to get down the War Dancer with the maybe stab coming up, I think. But it looks like he was able to get a Dark Elf over the top and get the assist. So after taking away the assist right there, should be able to get a 2-die blitz up. But it looks like, no, yes, the left side's open. So the blitz is going to actually come around the left side. Oh boy, a little bit of a mistake there by Jimmy. And he's going to get stopped for the moment. But the Line Elf's going to end up with the ball. But I think the Dark Elves should be able to recover and put a bunch of guys in the way there. But luckily, this lineman does have dodge. So the dodge away. And even if he ends up doing a 3+ dodge away, this is going to be okay-ish. But we'll see here. We should get a blitz at least. Oh, gonna fail the GFI, so gonna have to use the reroll there. Oh, no. But he does get the assist here, so now he comes to blitz away. Hopefully he doesn't fail anything else because he cannot afford it. 2-die block. Defender down die. We'll be able to get down the Dark Elf that's annoyingly in his way, and we'll be able to get the KO. We'll be able to open things up on the left side, but I think we are still going to see a 3+ dodge no matter which way you slice it, but still, at least he's got dodge. At least he's got dodge. Oh! Well, actually, that's a diving tackle, Witch Elf. I missed it there. That's what happens when these skills kind of go away, and it's actually a 5+ dodge away, and oh, another little bit of a mistake there, actually, because look at this. When you look at that blitz right there, the blitz, he did blitz down this Dark Elf lineman, and if the Witch Elf does have diving tackle, the push combination, he should have done it against the Witch Elf at least, and maybe get himself, well, actually, she's got sidestep, so maybe that wouldn't have been such a good idea. I think maybe that was the, oh boy, that was actually a tough choice here, actually, so if anything, maybe get the blitz here on the Witch Elf instead here. Let's take a quick look there. This is actually a tough position to call right there. Yeah, I think the Witch Elf there with the diving tackle and the sidestep extremely difficult to deal with there. And so in the end, probably should have just blitzed down the Witch Elf and hope for the best and maybe get a defender down die, and I think that would have been the better play, and the defender down die did actually come up, and actually with the wrestle, might actually have been able to deal with the wrestle and then maybe wrestle him down instead, so there you go. Hey, what's going on, Mellow Gold? Diving tackle, yeah, I know. Boy, 4+ dodge there, and ends up missing it here, so that's going to be too bad. Tries to dodge away, but the 4+ here, not going to be good enough. And I don't think that was a mistake, but it was just one of those things where tough choices. And ooh, gonna just get a stab off here on the War Dancer, and JimmyFantastic will not score it there at the end. And that was all caused by Jimmy holding on strong with the War Dancer and actually still got blitzed by the Dark Elves over the top left. So a little bit of a mistake there done. Heck, I wouldn't even call that a little bit of a mistake, a big mistake done, because Jimmy should have probably saw that. And then if he did see that, then he should have been like, okay, you got me, I'm just going to score it. Or either that, try to set up a cage over here on the corner with 2 guys. But I don't think that was possible. But let's take a quick look again. Just take a quick look. Kind of rare that you see Jimmy make this type of big mistake there, but mistake nonetheless. Let's take a quick look, guys. But I definitely have to wonder about this. I mean, yeah, the War Dancer's right there. And he's got another guy with the dodge. So he's got this lineman there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe get a couple of GFIs. I mean, you've already shown that you're not afraid of the 3+ leap away and the 3+ landing. So, I mean, 2 GFIs, get the War Dancer over there as well, and he's got dodge already, so not afraid of that. And he doesn't have tackle on him, so might have been able to put a cage over here tonight. Might have been able to, actually. But I mean, if anything, he needs another guy. Yeah, I think at this point the Wood Elves are like just hoping like crazy that they don't see the blitz over the top there. Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely a mistake there. Should have just scored it there then, because Dark Elves, though they are elves, it would be still a difficult 2-turn touchdown to deal with for them. So, I mean, you gotta believe that this is something that was a bit of a miss here. I wouldn't call it a big mistake, but I call it just a miss. Or maybe it was just a gamble, thinking that, okay, sure, maybe he might be able to get a blitz off, but it'll be a tough one to get because perhaps it's going to come from a non-tackleable blitzer. And even if he gets a 2-die block somehow, then at least it'll be a 30% chance to take him out. But it looks like he's going to do it there instead, and then I believe the blitz is going to come from the Witch Elf from this angle there. So I think that's what Jimmy probably missed there. After the dodge here, yeah, it ends up still, you still need to do a 3+ dodge at the end, and we'll be able to make it, and we'll be able to get that blitz off. So pretty good stuff here for that Witch Elf, being able to get all of that stuff there, especially that 3+ dodge. But it's just a 3+ dodge. I make that any day of the week with an Elven. With an Elven team there. But Jimmy did have a chance there, and I think in the end probably should have just blitzed down the Witch Elf and hope for the best. Maybe get a defender down die and then, or something there. I don't know. But the defender down did come out. Not able to get that diving tackle Witch Elf off. And in the end, 4+ dodge, not good. And not going to get anything more out of it. A little bit unfortunate. Actually, that was still a high percentage to make it through because Witch Elf here is, what is it, a 4+ dodge away, but he still had the dodge reroll, and so 75% chance to actually make that roll. And didn't get it there. Didn't get saved by the percentages. And gonna fall to the floor. Dark Elves though. Wow, Xbox 360 making it difficult for the PC crowd. I mean, Bleeding Hippie almost got scored on. And oh, the Dark Elves, he's not done yet. Oh, actually picks the ball up and tries to do the pitch and catch. And heck, the pass was the only thing in question right there, and not gonna be an accurate pass by the end. The Dark Elves showing that he is not afraid there. Almost pulls off the miracle. Hell, that was just an inaccurate pass. So one more on the die roll, and that would have been good. So a 5+ pass, and he darn near almost does it with the roll, and it would have been a 3+ catch against the tackle zone. And then after that, a 2+ dodge with, I think, at least 2 more GFIs to boot, but all those are just 2+, and darn near hits pay dirt. So the Dark Elves playing some very inspired defense and is able to stopper up the offense of the Wood Elf team, and the PC crowd has to be a little bit worried now. Uh-oh. Dark Elves, with their full complement, is going to be able to also play some good grinded out Blood Bowl and ooh, a Blizzard. So that is that might be too bad for the Elven team depending on how he plays his elves, but I do believe he is likely to just hang on to the ball and Look at that! He's actually gonna line his defense up very close. I'm very surprised at this because normally when you line up against a multiple block, you put the lineouts far away, far away so that you don't get the multiple block off. Oh boy, another little bit of a mistake here. Wow! But luckily for Jimmy and the Wood Elf team and all the PC crew, both of the stabs are bad. And so the assassin doesn't get any of that stuff. Man, I have to say there, a little bit of a miss again. Wow, the lineup was not so good there. Normally, again, you would put the line elves here. You put the tree in the middle, and then you put the two line elves there, and then you still take the multiple block out of the equation. Sure, he's going to be able to get one block, but that's it. Or, I mean, one stab, and that's it. But now he was able to get two stabs, but again, lucky. Wow, armor value 7, holding up pretty well there. And just both of the stabs, that's just how rubbish stab is sometimes. I mean, it just doesn't quite work out the way you think about it. Man, that was. I have to get. I mean, I have to get a little stern talking to Jimmy here. Not only got blitz over the top, but then the diving tackle witch elf. Some tough decisions there. So that's definitely not a mistake there. But I mean, boy, that almost worked out. And then after that, lining up the line elves there in the front line to get multiple stab there. Ouch. That was definitely some misses there. But I think a little bit of a tilt there by the Wood Elf team because probably just lined up and was not liking that he missed that dodge at the end and left his guys kind of hanging. So almost could have been really bad for the Wood Elf team. It is going to be a blizzard though, so any GFIs and the knockdown will be caused on a 1 or a 2. And you have to be careful if you're the Dark Elf team. They're not as fast as their Wood Elf counterparts there with the 8 movement allowance for the catchers. It's got 8 movement allowance for dancers. It's got line elves with 7 movement allowance. And then when you look at the Dark Elves, sure they got 7 movement allowance blitzers. But the Witch Elves also 7 movement allowance. But I mean, actually, they got a whole bunch of 7 movement allowance guys, so I guess I'll just take that back. Nice big hit there. That will definitely get things going for the Dark Elf team. One less Wood Elf on the pitch. And there, the first blood will be drawn by the Dark Elves. That's why I love playing the Dark Elves. Armor value 8 against the weak Wood Elves. Armor value 7. It just doesn't work out so well, does it? But what am I saying? PC is in trouble. And that's a wrestle and a dodge lineman. I have to say, I am not liking this at the moment, but we still have to believe in Jimmy's strength to hold on tight and hold on strong. Boy, he is missing a crucial line elf for defense. And he's going to have to hold on there with 10 of the Wood Elves against a very dangerous 11 Dark Elf crew. And what the Wood Elf team has to do now is get that blitz, I have to say, against the tackle and the mighty blows somehow, some way. But unfortunately, he's a little bit tucked away at the moment, so just going to see a 2-die block with the blitz on the kick lineman. And I'm sure at this point, the War Dancer was like pointing at the mighty blow blitzer like, "You're next, little boy." But for right now, it is just going to be the lineman with the kick, going to pay the price. And boy, that injury couldn't have come at a better moment because he did go down, and it's now 10 on 10. I'm not sure if this is with Resurrection. I'll have to check that after, Alder. I have to check that. So remind me to do that after this. I have to look at the tournament and see if this is Resurrection, because if not, then I have to say there is going to be lots of injuries going to be caused, and the second game might not be so easy for a lot of coaches, I think. So I will have to check and see that. But for right now, Dark Elves, I have to say, looking pretty good. It is 10 on 10, but If you are the one on offense, being equal or even being down one person is not so bad. Heck, maybe even two down is still not so bad on offense, because you yourself know where you're going to put the ball. You yourself know how you're going to move it. And the defense still needs to spread out, still needs to cover a lot of the field. And even though it'll be easier to play defense, it's still not impossible to score it if you're on offense. Looks like Dark Elves are going to be lining up a lot of his guys here on the side. But the Dark Elves definitely not in any hurry to score it at this point. But of course the Wood Elves do have to respond strongly to this. You cannot afford to allow him any more space if you hope to stop her up this touchdown. You cannot allow this ball carrier to get past the 14 and in the lead, so that he can at least make it a pitch and catch or some type of risky maneuver to get the ball down the pitch. But you gotta remember too, it is Blizzard, so only quick or short passes can be attempted. So if the Dark Elves in the end has to make some type of medium or a long pass, he can't even do it. So gotta watch out for that. Ooh, shadowing, failure. And I'd say Assassins, even though it's shadowing, it's not the best skill whatsoever, especially against another speedy team like this. So shadowing not going to work out so well. And it's going to continue on. Assassins also with 6 movement rounds as well. I mean, just the average speed. Ooh, another big injury caused by the Mighty Blow and Tackle. So the Apothecary will have to be used by the Wood Elf team, but the War Dancer will be out for this possession right there, and that is the tackle. Oh, War Dancer. Oh, I have to say, this is looking quite scary, and now that is going to open a lot of space for the Dark Elf team, and at this point, Wood Elves cannot afford to allow this Dark Elf team to hold it for the duration. In 5 more turns, the Wood Elves need to play quite aggressive, and oh, look at this. Actually, the Blitzer puts up a side cage, and I think forgets that the War Dancer does have leap, so we might see a leap in there. And we might see this guy with the ball get hit out of bounds. Oh no. The Dark Elves definitely need to cover that. They need to cover that and cover that quickly here, because if not, this is a big mistake right there. The Dark Elves could get the blitz. And there you go. He's already moving his guys in position just in case the leap doesn't work out so well. Still 3+3+ the jump in there. But it is a moment here for the War Dancer there to jump in. He doesn't miss it. He gets the 1-die blitz. Does get the defender stumbles. That's good enough right there. Even with the tackle, that would have been good even if it wasn't going out of bounds. But still, the War Dancer gets the ball out. The ball is going to fall in a great spot for the Wood Elves, and the Wood Elves just needs to go and pick it up. Should be able to get the pass off to this other line elf. Maybe looks like a 3+ into the 2+. Yes, it is. It is absolutely looking great now. Just a big miss by the Dark Elf. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, that's why I hate side cages right there. Just a small opening there by the Dark Elves, and was able to capitalize. Wood Elves, see ya later. PC crowd goes wild. They're gonna definitely pay for it in blood here, but the Dark Elves are absolutely gonna be reeling after that one. It's gonna take a couple of turns to actually catch up to him as well, because he should be able to get his guys to midfield, but then Wood Elves are going to stick his guy right on top of the 24, and then after that, just wait a couple of extra turns, and then after that, get the touchdown once the Dark Elves are in range. But a death injury there, and boy, I hope this is not, I hope that this is Resurrection, because Wood Elves are paying the price right there. I don't know though. I have to check it. You would think that's one of the things I probably would have checked beforehand, but I do believe it is, but again, I have to be 100% sure, because this really makes a big difference there. Dark Elf is going to move over, but it is just a 6 movement alignment, so with this right there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just going to be able to touch up the line elf right there. Oh, that guy's actually in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so this guy's actually in range, so this should be able to force the touchdown, or maybe not. Looks like take root. Oh, he's gonna have to get the blitz on this line elf there, and gonna have to do it with the one die blitz even. And oh, clutch plays. He's really needed that to come through, like big time. If it was just a push, then the ball carrier would be in a bit of trouble. He does have 2 strength even as well, so you just need one guy to blitz him to get the 2-die blitz off. And oh boy, that would have been something here, I have to say. But luckily, does get the hit in, and not only that, does get the stun, so might actually be able to hold it yet again for the Wood Elf team. So we'll see how this is going to play out. Dark Elves really need to pressure that ball carrier, though. Oh man, he's going to play it short there. That's definitely a good way to go. A lot of players would just go and touch that catcher right here and just touch him up. But after dodging away, look, he's got movement allowance 8, so after dodging away, might actually be able to go over here. But with staying just in the center right there, it makes it to where it, I think at this point, should be able to guarantee the touchdown. Not before Jimmy does the 2-die blitz to try to take down a dangerous piece of this Dark Elf team with that Witch Elf with the annoying diving tackle. Pretty much the MVP of this game so far. Not really the Dark Elf assassin with multiple block, but the Witch Elf. And one has to wonder at this point, so far that assassin really hasn't done much, and was it really worth it? I mean, I just don't think so. I mean, I really feel like if the Dark Elf coach would have took anything else but the Dark Elf assassin with the multiple block, how much of a difference that would have made. Sure, you think, okay, is it going to be a runner with, you know, Nerves of Steel or something like that? Is it going to be a runner with Accurate? Right? Because he had one more skill to take. Is it going to be another line elf maybe with dodge or something like that? But still, I mean, I think a little bit better than the Dark Elf Assassin. Arm value 7 and no real skills except for that multiple block. You have to say that this is not really such a great idea. And there you go, finally. He's going to put the line elves in the separate spots, and that's what you do against the multiple block assassin. You keep your line elves separated in the front line. That was a big mistake there in the front, in the last bit for sure. You talk about mistakes, and that was a big one right there. The other one was, okay, maybe it was a mistake, maybe not, or I think maybe just a miscalculation by Jimmy. It definitely was not a mistake. But there, that was definitely a big mistake here, leaving the 2 line elves in the front line before and got stabbed, but doesn't pay for it. Dark Elves, though, does have 2 turns here to do something with the ball, so watch out for that. But it is still a blizzard, so only quicker short passes can be attempted. So the Dark Elves has to get the cage going on the sideline and then move the ball up right here, right now. You cannot depend on a long pass whatsoever to move the ball down the pitch. So you gotta watch out for it. There's the 2-die block, and again, he's not even using the assassin for the stab there. I mean, again, it's just one of those things. Like, it's gimmicky, but so far so bad. How much of a different game this would be if he had a runner, if he indeed had a runner to actually run with the ball, maybe give him sure hands. And so even when the War Dancer had jumped in there with a leap, he wouldn't have been able to get that ball out with great ease, because he would have been able to dump the ball off before the blitz out of bounds by the War Dancer. It looks like, well, the Dark Elf is actually hanging it back. So what? Okay, well, I guess the short pass is not so bad. It's a 3+ pass. You can still make it from, I think, 5 squares away. So there's still some viable receivers, and there's lots of movement laws on that blitzer. So I think all these guys are still in range, but you have to worry a little bit if you're the Dark Elf team. Did I kind of leave myself up the paddle without up the creek without a paddle here? But a foul is incoming here by the Wood Elf team. Do not want to let that jump up Witch Elf factor in. I mean, that's something that the Dark Elves has up their sleeve. That's why they're so dangerous as well. Not only do they have runners with dump offs, they got Witch Elves with the jump up inherent. So you forget about the Witch Elves and you think, okay, you know, everybody's out of range, it's fine. But the Witch Elves is still in range, and so Dark Elf here is going to try to open up something. Turn 16. This is it. Will he be able to hit pay dirt? He needs to throw the ball to the lineman there and needs to do the handoff afterwards. I think that's what he was going for right there. Like, can I throw it from here to there? No. But looks like it's going to be a handoff. The Witch Elf will be able to get it. And against the tackle, War Dancer will not be able to get the 3+2+ necessary to dodge away. And that, my friends, is that. Won't see him during Christmas time. Man! Wood Elves takes advantage. Just a positional mistake. And that was all the Wood Elf team needed. And again, I have to say, what a different game would this have been if perhaps there was maybe a runner with accurate with Nerves of Steel, or maybe even dodge, because then that leap wouldn't have been so good. I mean, still would have been good, but would have been able to at least throw the ball away or dump the ball away, and then after that perhaps get the score. But man, I have to say, it's just, oh boy, what could have been. The Wood Elves are playing here to the end, and I think maybe this is not Resurrection. This might not be Resurrection, because why would the Wood Elf team play the last bit? And we'll be able to get the throw there, but they're not making any SPP. So 1-0, JimmyFantastic, and boy, at the end of the first half, it was a little bit interesting there. I think a miscalculation there by Jimmy. Was able to get blitzed by the Dark Elf over the top and lost the ball. Still had a chance to make the touchdown, but with the Witch Elf, with that diving tackle, tough choices, but unfortunately was not able to get the 4+ dodge away at the end of the first half and became scoreless. But in the end, Dark Elves, I can't state this enough, places the side cage up. Thought he was secure and safe, but forgot about the leap War Dancer and was not able to recover after losing that ball away. And that is it, my friends. So Team PC is actually going to go up 2-0 here, and with one more win away from taking the series, is looking pretty good. Boy, oh boy, but Jimmy, another close one here. Boy, these, it just goes to show Xbox crew, no slouches here, but in the end, it was actually the Xbox crew that kind of shot themselves in the foot. Later on, we're going to see Moldripster taking on Chelsea Zola, and then World Zatar against Glasshammer, and then Ducky versus Tomidius by the end of the week for sure, guys. But until then, there'll be more cross-platform cup right here on my channel, as well as the Champions Cup playoffs right here on my channel. If you guys haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that follow button if you haven't already, and if you like what you see, because it definitely helps me out. If you guys are watching after the fact on YouTube, definitely hit that subscribe and like button for me, because if you haven't already, it will. The Portable Demurd, thank you so much for that subscription. I much love, my friend, much love. So let's take a look here at the league. I'm going to take a look at league settings. So experienced team, custom teams. Is this a resurrection? Looks like it is not a resurrection league. So there you go. Thus my eyes deceive me. I think so. Let's see here. Well, it's not going to show anything yet. Actually, what I could do is confirm the match and see for sure if the injuries stay. Oh no, look, I think So experience teams, league settings. Permissions, experience the custom. I don't think this is resurrection. Unless this is a resurrection button. Let's see. The platform cup. I don't think this is. Well, you know. Let's see here. I'm gonna ask somebody. Let me get on Discord here and ask somebody. Discord login. Hey, thank you for that follow, Kins with Fluffy Mittens. Love that name, actually. It's awesome. Let's go ahead and log into Discord. If you guys want to join us on Discord for the cross-platform cup, let me go ahead and get the invite out and hold on. Let me get the invite up. What in the world? Oh Lord, I had to check my email. Stupid checks here. Verify Discord. It is me, guys. Yeah. Thanks for that. You're holding me back, Discord. It's me. Okay, damn it. It's me. Cross-platform cup. Actually, let me go ahead and get it from this right there. Copy. There we go. So there's the invite. It should be working. So you can join us on the Discord for cross-platform chat, and you can see all the smack talk between the console coaches and the PC. So, alright, so let's go ahead and ask somebody there. At Mercy, the cross-platform cup resurrection or not? I know that they don't get SPP because it is a custom league. Oh, look at that. Actually, oh, you're so right. It is resurrection. There we go. I missed it. There we go. So aging is actually on too. So resurrection mode is on. So there you go. Yeah, answers my own question. I left it on the screen on purpose. I was like something tells me. I think that's the icon for resurrection, but I wasn't sure. Alright, great. Thank you, Renjarni, for that. And it is resurrection mode, so great. Alright, guys, well, thanks for joining me so much for these Blood Bowl casts. More to come, more Champions Cup, and also the cross-platform cup games on my channel. And you know what, guys? It's been so much fun here doing lots of Blood Bowl, and we are definitely going to see loads more right here, even strategy and role-playing games to come in a little bit. And hopefully, guys, I will see you next time.